So we're into Barefoot. I'm just going to give you a quick tour around to show you where everything is. If you go to the My Curriculum section, it's quite a handy place to start. It knows you're in Scotland, so it does have information related to the E's and O's and very specific lessons that link to first level. And if you then choose second level E's and O's, although there are a lot more lessons than that. So it is related to the Scottish curriculum. My activity, it's quite handy to use because if you click on the wee heart to favourite any of the packs that you've had a quick look at and you might want to go back to, they will be listed here. Any you download, it'll also have a record there of what you've downloaded. And if you do run or organise any workshops for visitors, that is in the My Activity section. Either My Resources or Classroom Resources are the main part of the website. What you'll find in there is the filtering system to allow you to find all different types of lessons. So there's already 66 lessons in there. You can actually filter and change things. Send is ASN resources, specifically for special education needs and disabilities pupils. You can go with the different curriculums if you wish. You can go for first or second level, or you can go for all. You can filter by activity. This gives you a good idea of the kind of lessons they are. So there's things like BBOTs, general classroom, like computational thinking, unplugged lessons, ones we don't use a computer and you print off all the materials and you do it physically. Scratch Junior app, Scratch itself. There's lots of other things, systems that it has lessons for. So you can actually choose. You can go by the concepts you want to include, which we'll come back to later on. The class length and stuff like that. So all the materials are actually there. You can go through, it gives you a slight description of each one. What you can do is if you're interested in one, you can click on it and see a bit more information. And of course, the thing that you do need to do, because it gives you the full packs of lessons, any materials that need printed off and things like that, is you can download the entire pack and it will all appear in one folder. It should all appear in one folder that is zipped up. So what you'll notice is that the whole file, everything you require, the kind of PDF that explains the task, you can have a quick look at it with more information, that all comes up. So that's what the packs look like. They show you basically how you could set out the whole lesson, how you could go about it, and things like that. So that's downloading of a pack. And as I said, there's loads of stuff there. It takes a little bit of time to look through it, but there are specific lessons that you might find more useful. So that's either Classroom Resources or My Resources at the top. Teacher Resources or My Learning is quite a useful section. Computational thinking is quite a difficult area. Computing science, lots of terms and terminology, but this is actually for the teacher, so you can do a little bit of CPD, a little bit of background. It introduces kind of computational thinking and it introduces all the concepts and approaches. So these are all kind of terms of things that you would be trying to build into teaching computing, computational thinking, to build up somebody's skills in developing coding in particular. And there's different approaches and kind of ideas behind how the different lessons work. And all the lesson plans have these areas linked to them, so they tell you what you're covering at what times and what you're doing to do that. So that's quite useful. The workshops bit at the top here, I'll tell you a little bit more about trying to get people. There are volunteers all over Scotland, so there can be people that if you say I'd quite like somebody to come out and do a session with some staff, take you through the basics, run some of the activities, there's information there about that. But it does take a bit of time to have a look around it. Certainly the best place to start is the Classroom Resources section.